Scorpio, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this message popped up in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's see what Spirit has for you. This can be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It can be for really any placements. Be sure and hit the thumbs up for me and like the video. Definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of your interactions really help to grow my channel, so I very much appreciate that. But it also pushes the messages out so that other people can get the guidance that they need as well. So thank you so much for doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we had the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity, right? Pages are that new, fresh energy. Pages are also the messenger. So this is like a message of a solid beginning, or the message of like some kind of manifestation. It's also like a need to plan and like be practical, grounded, right, in order to move something forward. So you could have like some kind of solid beginning. Maybe this could be like a job, a message about a job, or it could be like an intuitive message, right? So the situation is justice, and justice is balance. This is truth. This is, you know, that karmic balance of energy and basically karma, right? So there is like this need to balance and maybe even like speak your truth, or even be honest with yourself, right? So getting honest and clear about what you want, or how you want to go about this solid beginning, right? The blockage here is the Four of Swords. So swords are air energy. That's our thoughts, right? This is about like rest and relaxation and doing some introspection. So I feel like you are not resting. I feel like you're tired. I feel like but this is a blockage. This is not getting enough rest. Maybe there's just like this really imbalanced energy around you, right? And there's this need to kind of pull back and really look within and get some rest. Maybe meditate, right? If you like to meditate, whatever's going to help you kind of pull your energy back from a situation. This could be a legal situation that you're going through, right? Justice is like the legal card. So maybe you're really hoping to call in some kind of new opportunity or a solid new beginning after like some kind of legal situation. Maybe this was at work. This could have been a relationship. This could have been a marriage, right? So the root cause of this is the Seven of Swords. Again, swords are air energy. That is our thoughts. So I feel like there is a need to do things differently, to be strategic. This could have been like secrets, lies, things happening behind the scenes here, right? So maybe there was some kind of manipulation, and that's led to the legal situation, right? Maybe somebody was like stealing money, or somebody was just not being honest. This could also be about like you kind of doing things under the radar and not even maliciously, right? Like just keeping things to yourself, right? And not really kind of letting everybody know what you're doing, right? But that can leave you feeling imbalanced. I just feel like you need rest. My energy is like really, I'm just tired. So in the recent past, what is affecting this current situation, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things too tightly. This can be like building stability over time, but it's also about trying to hold on to material possessions. You know, if this was a legal situation, like say for instance, you a work partner or a boss that didn't want to, you know, give you money. So you've had to kind of be strategic and really kind of sneak around to collect information to, you know, get receipts to prove that this person owed you money. If this was like a romantic situation, like, you know, like a marriage and you got a divorce, this was you kind of having to like collect things, like get details, collect evidence, right? Whatever it was, you'll know your situation better. This is like really holding on to resources, right? Holding on to money and material possessions, or it can be about holding on to like a mindset or like an old way of being, right? So this is like really needing to release that. But that is in your recent past. So I feel like we may be coming out of that. So the advice from your higher self or your spirit guides here is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is, this is like an offer, right? Like the romantic Prince Charming energy. But I feel like this as advice is them telling you to maybe romanticize your life. Maybe fill your own cup. What's going to make you happy? Fill your heart with joy. Follow your heart, right? Because he's very much, cups are about your emotions. So I feel like this has something to do with you needing to like find some kind of emotional balance or something that's going to really make you emotionally happy here. That could be like this situation is like has been imbalanced, right? And now that's what you need to do differently. Maybe lead from your heart instead of worrying about money, right? Resources, whatever the case may be. I feel like this is you really needing to basically not focus on material possessions and follow more your heart, if that makes sense. So in the immediate future, we have the Six of Swords. Again, your thought processes. So I feel like this is you accepting something for what it is, accepting a lesson, and moving into more of a calm, harmonious type of period. So on this card, they have like the choppy water. And then on this side, it's nice and smooth, right? Like this is literally moving to calmer water. So I feel like you are accepting a lesson, accepting something for how it is, right? Like maybe this legal situation has left you feeling exhausted and you're just trying to hold on to the outcome or trying to, you know, maybe really control how things are going to turn out in a situation. And it's leaving you feeling imbalanced and exhausted. And I feel like you're really moving on from that. And there is peace, there is calm coming in here for you. And I really love that. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Devil. And the Devil is like a toxic energy. This is self-sabotage. Maybe you're feeling trapped in a situation. Maybe you're feeling like you're stuck or you're being controlled, right? Or this could really be you feeling like you're controlling the situation. I just feel like this is a need, again, to free yourself from any toxic behavior, self-sabotage, right? If you're eating too much, drinking too much, shopping too much, whatever it could be. It could just be you really feeling like you want to free yourself from that energy, right? If you're feeling stuck and trapped, just know that you have the capability to free yourself from that. So in your environment, the influence here is Temperance. Temperance is balance, moderation. This is, again, alchemizing, like going with the flow. She has the water here with these two cups and it's going back and forth, right? So, and then she's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. So she's balanced in her emotions, but yet she's very grounded, right? So it's also an archangel. So just know that you are guided and protected by the divine. But this is like, again, really needing to work with those energies. Just stay balanced, stay calm. Again, with this transitioning to calmer period, I feel like this is you just maybe even integrating these lessons into your life, right? And finally realizing what it is and then accepting it, right? It doesn't mean you have to like it, but just accepting it for what is and then transitioning and then integrating those lessons into life, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is arguments, tension, difficult conversations, right? So I feel like you are fearing that there will be tension, conflict, maybe difficult conversations. If this is like a relationship ending, it could lead to, you know, arguments and fighting. If this is a business partner or any kind of legal situation, could lead to, you know, arguments and fighting. But I also feel like it's like a mental conflict. Again, the swords. You have a lot of swords. I'm surprised I don't have the 9 of swords, because I feel like you're in your head a lot with stuff. But again, like, you just maybe fearing like all the tension and arguments that could come with something, but really hoping to push through that and overcome. So the potential outcome here is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, again, is that fresh, newer energy, and this is like a message of emotions, like an emotional, like intuitive messages, right? Maybe this is you getting an intuitive message on how to move forward. This could be like a message of love, right? Maybe you're receiving some kind of message from someone that is going to make you emotionally happy, right? Or maybe you are sending a message of love, right, to someone, and maybe just offering some kindness. And it's also about being playful and being open to new opportunities, like maybe opening your heart again, right? Like this Knight of Cups we had here, which was about self-love, maybe kind of really being playful and tapping into that like inner child energy, and then opening to new emotional opportunities here. You know, you have that Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are very grounded, stable, right? They're not the fastest moving energy, but they last for a very long time. So this is like some kind of solid beginning, and then a message like of hope and happiness here, right? And then again, that could be intuitive. It doesn't even have to be from another person, or it doesn't have to be you sending a message to someone else, right? Or maybe you do, right? Maybe you offer some kind of apology here, right? Or somebody offers you an apology, especially if this was some kind of like imbalanced situation or some kind of legal situation, right? Maybe you are offering some compassion, right? Or some words of kindness. It could be different for each of you, but I really feel like this is like just needing to balance through. You're kind of transitioning here into a newer, fresher energy. I just feel like you're exhausted. Something really has you feeling imbalanced. This is like being strategic, making a plan, right? Not in a malicious way, just you know, that Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords, like doing things differently, keeping things to yourself, but like really, you know, looking at things from a different perspective. How can I go about this in different ways? Gathering new information even, right? In order to kind of move forward. So definitely moving into a calmer period though, finding some peace and freeing yourself from like negative mindsets. Maybe like feeling controlled. Maybe you felt controlled by money, and this is like you really needing to tap into more self-love and following your heart rather than worrying about, you know, resources, material possessions, things like that. So I hope that that message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.